Do big tasks overwhelm you? Do you avoid making large, grand, beautiful, exciting goals because those overwhelm you too? You don't know where to begin? Because same. I find when faced with a monumental task, sometimes my brain just shuts down and wants to say, I can't do it. So let's talk about this. It ties into that book, Atomic Habits, which is, right y'all, breaking things down into little itty-bitty bite-sized pieces. So that it is easier to begin and to maintain. And then you build slowly. But apparently, not just me, but many people have a really hard time with this. I was listening to another Martha Beck gathering room yesterday or the day before, and she was talking about how a lot of her clients, and she was having a conversation with Amy McNee, who I followed on Instagram and then on Substack. She wrote a wonderful book called We Need Your Art, which I also own, but it's not in here at the moment. Oh no, I don't own it in hardcover. I own it in audiobook. That's why it's not in here. But she has a really hard time getting people to create for 5 minutes. People, myself included, think we need to do things in these huge blocks of time. And I don't know why that is, because I think it's been shown that we only can really focus for like 90 minutes at a time at most. Then we need a break. But anyway, I'm here to talk to you about how to work around this weird proclivity of ours to avoid breaking things down into doable pieces. And I think my dog is whining, so let me go let him out or let him in. I don't remember if he's out or not. And I will be right back. Okay, he's out. All right, so yesterday I talked about future scripting and how exciting that was. And I think that is a fun first step to this process. I know that it doesn't sound concrete, but I'm going to read you what I wrote yesterday as my future script for van life, as my first future script for van life. I'm planning on doing this every day. I'm going to change my journaling so that the first half of it is getting out all my complaints and resentments, everything that I don't like about what's going on right now, so I can just get it out of my system. And then for the second half of my journaling time, I'm going to future script and write from the place I want to be with joy and fulfillment and satisfaction, happiness. So here is what I future scripted yesterday. I love waking up naturally without an alarm, without haste or pressure to get up and get things done, or any sort of schedule. I absolutely love seeing where my joy takes me and how it unfolds when I don't force or plan anything. I love opening up my slider onto the alpine lake with those funny skinny pines that look like a Dr. Seuss creation, and wildflowers along the lake shore. I love just letting Trooper out to run around happily while I drink my morning coffee. I love wearing comfy, flowy garments without a care in the world to how I look, whether or not another soul is around. I'm so grateful that I can just take a morning hike and take in the birds, the rising sun, and wildflowers. Then sit and make some beaded jewelry, watercolor, or sew. out in this stunning wilderness. I love that I can just sit back and read a novel for the sheer fun of it without concern for the time that I am wasting. I'm really enjoying learning to design surface design patterns and create my brand on Printful. I love that I can practice singing, guitar, and drumming out here where no one will hear me or judge me. I love that I can improve my eye for photography and capture so many bits of B-roll. Life is truly joyful, delightful, and fulfilling every single day, and I am so very grateful. And I just even am enjoying reading it. Now, how does this help me tackle my goals? Well, it reminds me of why I'm doing this. I had a hard time waking up this morning because I have two mountains to deal with. I have a mountain of photo albums, which I showed you yesterday, but I'll put another picture of it right here, that I'm going through. And I also have a mountain of wood chips from Ship Drop in my driveway that I need to spread out, and I need to lay down cardboard in a bunch of areas to keep weeds down and then cover it with wood chips to make it look nice, because my yard is a just northwestern weedy disaster. Both those projects just give me stress thinking about them. They were the first things that popped into my head when I woke up this morning. And I allowed myself to just lay in bed and not even do breath work for like the first 25 minutes, I think. I just laid there. And then I finally felt ready to do some breath work, so I did that. And then I did my EFT for a great day session. And now I'm kind of feeling like I'm more ready to do at least a few wheelbarrowfuls of wood chips. But the photo albums, I actually told my mom how I felt about them. I sent her a picture of them piled up in my living room. And she was like super happy. She was like, yay, thanks, friend. Like she said her name, but our friend that is also our real estate agent, for bringing them to me. I was like, yeah, I'm not as thrilled. I would not have accepted these if I knew how many there were. And my mom said, just do 20 minutes a day and get through what you get through. And she's not wrong. She's not wrong. Also, I listened to a lot of NDEs, and I listened to one last night where a guy had an NDE after a heroin overdose, and then he found AA, and he said that in AA, they say the number one offender for like causing alcoholism and addiction is resentment. So I already knew that resentment was a big problem for me, and I believe it was a large part of the reason for my own drinking and my own like victim mentality. And so I am trying really hard not to resent the photo albums and the wood chips. And I did have some fun going through one of the photo albums yesterday. I've now emptied two. I have two boxes going. I have one for photos I want to keep and one for photos I don't. Once I have gone through everything and separated it, then I will ask my parents if they want to get the boxes of the photos I don't want scanned or whatever, and if not, then they're going in the trash. But yeah, so how to start something that seems absolutely overwhelming and monumental. I think the very first step is to remember your why. And that is where future scripting comes in. When you write from your place of joy, where you think this goal will get you, and you write about everything you're experiencing there, that will help you be motivated to take the steps that you don't want to take, like opening the photo albums and sorting, or getting your shovel and your wheelbarrow out and your cardboard, and early on a Saturday morning doing some hard labor. When you remember why you're doing it and where you hope to be after doing it, it really helps to motivate you. And because I was reading, I didn't braid my hair, but I think that is everything I had to say. So let's pull our Writing Down the Bones deck card from Natalie Goldberg for today. We're at card number 49. Ooh, we only have 11 cards left. Nothing at all happened. Go. 10 minutes. And on the back, I met someone and nothing at all happened. I bought a raffle ticket and a goldfish, and I climbed a mountain hoping for understanding, and in a sense, this topic is a step backward into the vast unknown. Can we bear nothing happening? So much doesn't happen. I'm laughing, it's true. Why do we think something should always happen, occur, result? Where, what, how did nothing at all happen? That's funny. I started a YouTube channel and nothing at all happened. Yet. I watched a video, I think her channel is called Parkrose Permaculture, but she was talking about all the latest changes to YouTube. Excuse me. And she thinks it's going to be like much, much harder for people to earn a living doing YouTube now. She's seen personally an 80% drop in her engagement. The new algorithm apparently just isn't showing videos to subscribers anymore. I don't know how much I agree with that, because like channels that I watch every day, like their videos keep showing up for me. Like I get a new Breathe with Sandy video first thing every morning. Like it's at the top of my feed waiting for me, because that's the first thing I do every morning. Although I will admit that my Julie Schiffman, the EFT video that I do every day, often it shows up right after my breathwork with Sandy, but sometimes it doesn't. And there's not another Julie Schiffman EFT video there. And it has not been showing me other videos from her. That's the only one that ever shows up. I mean, granted, it's the one I use every day, but still, like, I think it's weird that it's not saying, if you like this one, maybe you like this one. But yeah, I don't know. So I checked out PeerTube again yesterday, and I just don't jive with it. I want there to be another option, like with the same values that PeerTube has, of being like open source and not selling your data, and basically for the creators. But I don't know. I find that platform really unintuitive and difficult to use, and if I do, then I think my viewers probably will also find it difficult. So I don't know that I want to invest my time into that. So I'm thinking about other options, maybe Patreon. I don't know. I only follow a couple people on Patreon, and I never just browse there. Maybe I should do that and see if Patreon's good at showing me other creators that might interest me, because if they are good at that, then they might be good at showing my content to people who would be interested. Anyway, things to think about. I hope that someone more tech savvy, but also just as socially conscious and environmentally conscious as I am, starts a competitor to YouTube that we can all go to and make it a co-op or something. That would be brilliant. Anyway, love you so much. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be wealthy, may you feel at ease, and may you love and accept yourself exactly as you are today in this very moment. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay? Bye-bye.